The Mavericks head north of the border to take on Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors as they look to snap their 6-game losing streak. We'll get you ready for today's game coming up next on the DLLS Mavs pregame show. What's up? It's the DLLS Mavs pregame show live in our downtown Dallas DLLS Sports Studios. Kevin Gray alongside our DLLS Mavs beat writer Ron Harrod Jr. and our DLLS Mavs analyst Bobby Curler. We are DLLS Mavs, your favorite guys covering your favorite team, even when they crossed north of the border to take on Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. We'll get you ready for this afternoon's game over the course of the next half hour. We'll let you know who's in, who's out, what to look for in today's game, as the Mavericks look to snap their 6-game losing streak as they continue their season-long 6-game road trip in the 6 this afternoon. Ron Harrod Jr., what's going on?
Nothing much. It's a sunny day outside in Dallas. I'm here.
Bobby Curler, what's going on?
Yes, I'm not going to lie, okay? I love whenever it's nice weather and sunny and whatever. Yesterday, though, 11 out of 10 day.
Oh, wow.
11 out of 10
Cloudy.
Wow.
Rainy.
Woke up in the morning early. It was like in the mid to upper 50s and humid and overcast, and that is just absolute perfect weather. As the day unfolded, warmed up a little bit, but not that much.
Uh-huh.
Started raining a whole lot.
You
did,
But never like this sort of, drowning out noise and like you're kind of worried and you hear the roof leak and you're thinking, oh, no. It was just a gentle mist across the city. I blasted the tunes in my place.
Okay.
Did some online shopping.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was just a wonderful,
hopefully with Shopify.
wonderful afternoon. What I found is that if you're shopping for either, furniture or accessories to keep around your place,
Sure.
it's a lot easier to do it when all you got to do is just click.
That's true.
And
it's very true.
Several dollars later, I'm now wondering if I made the right choice.
Okay.
But it was a lot of fun.
Okay, well, good.
Respect.
Hopefully we'll have some fun today as the Mavericks take on the Toronto Raptors. Game number checks notes 64 on the season as the Mavericks come into today's game. 21-42 on the season. 21 games under 500. They are 7-22 away from the American Airlines Center. You can watch today's game on KFAA Channel 29 if you're local, and it starts at 5 p.m. Taking on a Raptors team 35-27, 16-16 so far at home this year. Raptors 9.5-point favorite with the over-under at 229.5. Let's let you sit where both of these teams are coming into tonight. As we mentioned, the Mavericks, 21 games under 500, still sit 8.5 games behind the Blazers for the 10th seed and final play-in spot in the Western Conference. Losers of 6 straight coming off their latest loss in blowout fashion in Boston on Friday night, 120-100, as the Mavericks are now 0-3 on their current 6-game road trip. A team, gentlemen, that has now lost 16 of their last 18 games coming into this afternoon. As you can see on the screen, the Mavericks are in Toronto before they take on Atlanta on Tuesday in the ATL. Meanwhile, the Mavericks so far this year, 9-28 against teams above 500 and 10-13 against the East so far this year. Taking on a Raptors team that's right in the thick of it in the Eastern Conference playoff race, a team 3.5 games behind the Cleveland Cavaliers for a top 4 spot. The Cleveland Cavaliers taking a loss today at home against the Boston Celtics, where Jason Tatum played well in his second game back after that Achilles injury. Toronto coming off their second straight loss on Thursday, where they lost 115-107 to Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Overall, 5-5, though, in their last 10 games in Toronto. 18-5 against teams below 500, so they've been beaten up on bad teams so far this year, but they are only 8-11 against the West so far this year. Of course, Toronto for themselves, they're home today against Dallas before they begin a road trip where they take on the Houston Rockets on Tuesday in the first night of a road back-to-back for Toronto. that gets us to what the Corella Straters tank report is for today.
Yeah, so first off, on Friday night, the Pelicans almost beat the Suns. They didn't. They came up just short. They came up just short, but they almost beat the Suns. Tonight, the Pelicans play the Wizards. They should win. They play the Wizards at home. Yes, they should win that game very easily, which means if the Mavs lose today and the Pelicans win, the Mavs will be just one game out of 6th. That's huge.
That's great.
All right, that is huge. So keep your eye on the prize here. Now, like I was saying, yesterday, very calm, relaxing day. Today, even, it's sunny. It's beautiful outside. It's a little cold, but it's not freezing. It's a little warm, but it's not hot. Soak in the sun, soak in the rays, soak in the relaxation and joy that is life. But if you need a little extra help, okay, have you ever tried a sensory deprivation tank?
A sensory deprivation tank?
Yes.
It's like when
depriving of your senses?
Well, only
like
one of
what
them.
11 uses in Stranger Things.
Haven't seen that show.
that's what that's called.
Wow.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I've seen it then.
So it's a tank.
Tanner's like, get with it. Like,
It's a tank full of water that's loaded up with Epsom salt, and you essentially just
yeah, definitely.
But
you just like
Elle and Stranger Things.
effortlessly. I still haven't seen that show.
Yeah.
You just effortlessly float in that water, and it's just pitch black. There's nothing. Sometimes they'll play music. Sometimes there's no sound. So some people struggle with that. All right. Some people kind of freak out. They either feel a little sick or they start panicking because it feels very, it can feel very claustrophobic. And you're also thinking like, I can't see anything. I can't hear anything. I can't really feel anything because like this, for other people though, it is extremely relaxing. And I think for me, I have come to grips with the Mavs' tanking effort. All right. I think some of us on this panel, I'm not going to single anyone out, but some of us have gone through it, especially the last like 4 or 5 losses, Kevin.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'll own that. I'll wear that.
I wonder if a journey
that.
to a sensory deprivation tank would do you some good.
I mean, probably not. I mean, it's just, look, man, like.
Probably not as crazy.
I mean, to be quite candid, like, losing sucks. Like, watching this game after game, this sucks. Like, watching a team and cheering for them to lose games. Like, yeah, that's beyond, at least for me, as someone who is very competitive, maybe a little too competitive, watching this, yeah, this isn't fun, but obviously there's a goal here. And the goal is to do what the system allows you to do, which is lose a bunch of games to hopefully get yourself a draft pick that helps your team be better in the future. So if we're going to play the game, I mean, that's what the game is. So if you're going to be the best at something, just be the best at it. And right now, the Mavericks are doing really good.
The Mavs are pretty good, man.
Yeah.
The Mavs are doing pretty well.
They're doing pretty well
task.
at it.
So I just, I have not tried it myself. I cannot speak to whether it's good or not. I have taken Epsom baths. Like I've put some Epsom salt in the bathtub.
Yeah, of course.
Feels great on my skin.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's tonight's tank talk.
Shout out to David Frazier, who just became a member. Shout out to you, David.
Let's go.
David B. Frazier.
Let's go.
Get the whole name in there.
David
Shout out
B.
to you.
Frazier. Don't forget the B.
That's right. Appreciate you becoming a member here at DLS Sports. We really appreciate that. Evan says, I went to last year's Mavs at Toronto game. Crazy that 77 was there.
You know what's funny about that? You remember that game?
Better be funny.
Our friends from PHNX were in the house, including Eric Ruby from the PHNX Sun Show.
Uh-huh.
And because Arizona State was in town for the Big 12 championship.
Oh, that's right.
yes.
That's right.
2 very celebratory Sun Devils fans came up and watched the game with us. And Eric said before they left, because they were going to probably drink more, but he was like, y'all are so lucky that you get to watch Luka and Kyrie.
Oh, dang.
And it was, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 games later when Luka got hurt, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was Christmas Day.
And now the Suns have passed the Dallas Mavericks.
Yep.
In the standings, at least.
And they're having a blast watching their team
They sure are.
fight for a top 6 seed.
Yeah. Love that for them.
Dark.
Not even jealous. None of us are jealous.
I mean,
We're laughing, actually.
It's just, right.
Oh, Devin Booker.
Laughing through the tears. That's right. That's right. Laughing through the tears. That gets us to our lead story going into this afternoon's game, and it is a hell of a schedule. We talked about it quite a bit at length, but it gets really gnarly here over the next week and a half. In fact, the Mavericks enter a stretch today where they will play 7 games in the next 11 days, including 2 back-to-backs during that 11-day span. Those back-to-backs begin on the 12th and 13th and on the 15th and the 16th. Of course, the Mavericks have struggled on the road, losing 8 of their last 10 games away from the American Airlines Center. And with them already being on the road as much as they are during this particular road trip, this team is not only going to be on the road a lot, but they've got a lot of games and a very compressed schedule. In fact, in the month of March alone, they have 4 back-to-backs this month, and you'll see a couple more toward the end of the month as well. But a 7-game and 11-day span is tough for any team, let alone the amount of games this team has already played to date, and now a much more compressed schedule, which means for someone like Cooper Flagg, who is available today, he will be on a minutes restriction, playing 20 to 25 minutes, according to Jason Kidd. Of course, Flagg played in both the Orlando and Boston game on Thursday and Friday, speaking of back-to-back. Played in both of those games and came into today questionable with the left midfoot injury management designation. But he is going to give it a go and play 20 to 25 minutes. The question is, as we play the sprint game, Iran, of the schedule here, what do you think is going to happen when you see this team play as many games as they're going to over the next 11 days here?
I mean, just they're going to get beat up. I mean, we've asked Jason Kidd multiple times throughout the season, like, why does he think that there's a lot of soft tissue injuries, in the NBA this season? And he always says he's not a doctor. We understand that. But he also says, well, I'll give my opinion. and his opinion is normally, hey, this is a very highly fast-paced game. Players are now guarding like 94 feet. And, of course, they now, in today's world, have to guard the three-point line a ton. That just puts a lot of more mileage kind of on the bodies. Again, I was telling the guys, I rewatched like the 2011 finals and just like watching how the Mavs guarded the Heat. Like, they just were all basically in the paint because no one really could shoot, even the best players like a LeBron and a Wade in that series. And like, they just didn't have to expend as much effort because they just did not have to guard as far. Now, it's playoffs. You still have to play physical. You still have to play hard. But just the amount of space that you have to cover is a lot smaller. Same in the NFL with teams now playing so spread out throughout the game. It's just harder, and you have to guard for longer distances. So for them playing this many games while also having a lot of that wear and tear, we might see, sadly, some more Dallas Mavericks injuries, and hopefully, they won't be long-term.
Oh, hopefully not.
Yeah.
Hopefully not injuries at all. I mean, probably days off, though. Rest or, my calf is like kind of, it was sore.
It probably will be like legit. Will like there'll be players that will probably miss a game or two just because just wear and tear stuff. Again, maybe it's a calf, maybe it's my hip kind of flared up after sleeping on it. Like literally, these things are like pretty normal when you've played this many games. So again, we just hope nothing serious, nothing long term. I think would be the better word.
When this much travel too, because again,
it's brutal. Yeah,
the last 3 games and then this one, they don't play a game in the same city again until March 18th and 21st. And the last time they played a game in the same city 2 games in a row was Feb 27 and March 1st. So basically, almost a 3-week stretch where you're playing a game, packing up and leaving, spending a lot of time on planes. You can't get treatment on planes. Flying dehydrates you, which is obviously bad for your entire body. You're not sleeping great, so it's bad for your mind. If you're playing a step behind mentally, then you're going to be a step behind physically, and that's whenever things can go wrong. So hopefully these guys stay good, but in the meantime, it's more tinkering. Tonight's starting lineup is the same lineup that started against Orlando.
Yeah, I'm trying to tweet
that lineup has played 9 minutes together all season. So despite starting that game, they barely played at all. No one got hurt in that game, right?
That was the game you said, Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah. Flagg, Christie, Gaff, Washington.
No one got hurt in that game. No.
I don't think
I wonder
so.
if they just played the first few minutes and then started shuffling in bench guys. But
with Cooper on the minutes restriction,
it's just continuation of the same thing. Despite a lot of there have been a lot of changes with some of the personnel, but most of these guys have been here all year, and yet every night they are still rolling out guys that have never played together. So more tinkering could lead to some clunky basketball. But again, you're trying to see who fits well with Coop.
I am a little mildly surprised that Cooper Flagg is playing today. After playing the back-to-back against Orlando and Boston, I thought that they would give him the day off today, just as a maintenance day for him. But no, he's going to give it a go. He's going to play 20 to 25 minutes tonight. As you can see, the starting lineup is going to be Cooper Flagg, Max Christie, Chris Middleton, P.J. Washington, and Daniel Gafford as your starting 5 for the Dallas Mavericks.
Flagg has now started at point guard every single game since coming back from the 8-game absence.
He has.
And again, he struggled over the last 2 games, just like from the field, if we're just going by strictly field goals. And again, early in the season, he also struggled when he also happened to be playing point guard. But I don't want to be the bad guy, Bobby. So we're just going to see what happens because of that.
Can you ask Jason
But I'm
Kidd
just
about
saying,
that?
coincidences
Right.
sometimes,
It's all part of the growth process.
I mean,
This is right.
that's so hard for a 6'8" or so player to like miss 8 games, come back, had to play point guard, getting guarded by like sometimes even smaller or like stronger players. And
But
if
dude,
the
today,
guard-
I mean, it's going to be Scotty Barnes.
it's like yikes, brother.
Dribbling
Yikes.
at all against him is tough.
It's just yikes, man. That guy is such a beast on defense, and to have him like when you have to like somewhat think about others is tough. But yes, Ron, trust the process, and I am, sir.
TXC Black Dragon says Coop definitely wants the Rookie of the Year. Well, if he wants, he's going to start playing a little bit better. Obviously, he's come back these first couple games to struggle a little bit from the field. But just have to shoot the ball a little bit better in order to do so. Because
Next few games are not easy.
Yeah, and that dude in Charlotte is racking them up, man. Cocknipple is racking up numbers by the game. By the way, second and final meeting for he does know what the F he's doing. That's right, Tanner. He does. Jason Kidd, that is. Second and final regular season meeting between these two teams. The Mavericks won the first meeting way back on October the 26th. In my opinion, I'm interested to hear these gentlemen's opinion. One of the more fun games of the season, actually, for the Dallas Mavericks. What was a 139-129 win at home over Toronto. Do you remember what happened that particular night?
Remember
one particular highlight.
Cooper Flagg had an amazing poster on.
That's right.
I forgot the guy's name.
Sandro Mamakamashvili.
Oh, that
Excuse
was
me?
good.
That's
Even if I'd remembered, I wouldn't have been able
I
to
just
say
can't,
that.
like,
So.
Oh, I remember because Followell
He's a
was
solid
so
player,
excited. Yeah, he was so excited to
Yeah.
say the name as Cooper Flagg was posterized. And of course, Devin Harris, probably one of his best call of the year, climb the mountain. You know, that whole bit.
That was a good game.
That was
I
a
remember
great game,
I remember
actually.
being there. It was fun. I mean, I think was Quickly in, did he play that game?
He did play that game.
Quickly would play that game. He's actually had like a a pretty good season for his standard. This Toronto's been probably above expectation, to some people. I don't know like what their over-under was, but I would assume they're probably over expectation. They're going to be a playoff team. They're probably trying to hold into the top 6. They do not want to lose this game, and I do not expect them to.
Do you remember who led the Mavericks in scoring that night?
Yes.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis, that's right. Yeah, had 25 points. Actually had
Man, Mavericks
double-double that
legend.
night. Cooper Flagg had 22 that night. Scotty Barnes had 33 in the losing effort.
He was so good that night.
He was really good that night. You know who else was really good that night? Doesn't play here anymore?
D'Angelo
Russell. Yeah.
KG's go, baby.
No, not
I
no.
think it might have been after that game when Ron did like a D'Lo should be starting short that aged.
Oh no, did he
aged
really?
poorly.
There's been so many times that I've just been
Poorly.
embarrassed.
I mean, he should have been. Well, someone should have been.
Yeah, somebody.
Someone under 6'7" should have been.
Yeah, because that night it was there.
I still think they should have started the season with D'Lo at point guard, and he should have just like played himself out the lineup.
That's
like
what I
just
thought,
let
but-
it go that way. I think people would just be more comfortable but clearly the head coach of this basketball team did not like
He was
the
like,
young
he's
man.
not playing around
He sent
here.
him to Washington where he's now on the injury report as what is he like not reported with team. Not with team. So like that's where a guy with a player option is right now, not with team.
That's the
Yikes.
dream, man. That is the dream. Getting paid
To do nothing.
millions of dollars
Yeah.
to literally
To be away.
not go to work.
To sit in his LA mansion probably.
God, that is amazing.
By the way, before we get to the prize, that was one of the few games this season where the Mavericks had their quote unquote preferred starting 5 on the floor. That night it was Anthony Davis, PJ Washington, Derek Lively II, Cooper Flagg, and
Jason Kidd, man, he felt that so hard when they won that game.
It's like, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the vision.
Like that game was fun to watch. That game was actually fun to watch.
Yeah.
Before we let you know who's in and who's out, let's get to Prize Picks. Help you win some money today.
Yes, indeedy. I think I've won 2 in a row on Prize Picks, so I'm feeling good. I'm
Yeah,
feeling
you've been
alive.
sweating it out to get there the last couple.
Well,
of
now I'm not going too ambitious today. I'm trying to keep the good times rolling. Coop, with the minutes restriction in mind, less than 18.5 points.
Yeah.
I just think if he plays 20 to 25 minutes, that's a lot of points to score in 35, let alone 25.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Klay Thompson, though, he's been on fire lately. He's going to make more than 1.5 threes. And then Scotty Barnes, more than 14.5 points. He's actually had a lot of modest stat lines kind of consecutively for them. But normally he's like at 18 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, guys. So he's a stat stuffer, man. I think today he's going to get more than 14.5 points. If all 3 of those things happen, my $5 lineup will net me $14.50. That's tomorrow's lunch, folks. If you want to play along, download PrizePicks today. Use promo code DLLS when submitting your first $5 lineup. Your account will be gifted $50 to use in lineups anytime you like. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
Hey, Tan, can you do me a favor? Can you give me the one shot real quick? Mrs. Pomelo Ball. Let me let you know. Happy International Women's Day. Shout out to
Congrats to you, Pomelo.
Shout out to you.
Wow.
Congrats.
We absolutely love you. Happy International Women's Day.
Man, I felt that.
As soon as I saw her pop up, I
that.
said, I know what time it is. Give me that one shot. And let's shout out International Women's Day. As it is, of course, Women's History Month in the month of March.
Man, somebody clip the LeBron meme over this, man.
I want you to clip that and you send that to her personally from me. Happy International Women's Day.
Beautiful.
Let's let you know who's in and who's out for both of these teams today. Let's start with the home team and the Toronto Raptors. Pretty clean injury report from them. Brandon Ingram, he's available. He's been dealing with a little bit of illness, but he's good to go. So Glorilla's man is ready to play today. Colin Murray-Boyles, he's out. He's dealing with a left thumb sprain. Meanwhile, for your Dallas Mavericks, link to injury report as always. Marvin Bagley, though, does make his return after missing the last few games with the neck sprain. He's good to go. Moussa Cisse, he's out. Cooper Flagg is available, as we mentioned. Going to be on a 20 to 25-minute restriction this afternoon with that left midfoot injury management. John Polakidis, he is out. Dwight Powell, he is available. He popped up on the injury report with some right calf tightness, but Bobby's GOAT is good to go. And Tyler Smith, he's out today for Dallas.
Who's my GOAT?
Dwight Powell.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying it was John Polakidis, and like,
no.
I don't think I've gone on record. That's Stein's GOAT.
Nope.
John Polakidis. Yale.
That's right.
Shout out to Ivy League.
That's right. It's a Yale man.
Oh, yeah. You're an Ivy Leaguer, right?
Kinda.
What you mean, kinda?
That's master's degree.
Oh, my
God.
It doesn't. No.
I kind of got a master's
I
degree
like
from
that. I mean, like this,
Wow.
like doesn't count if you go
Oh
for your
my
undergrad.
gosh.
To grad school for.
It doesn't count if it wasn't your
Oh
bachelor's.
my
though.
gosh. Just low key. I went to got my graduate degree from.
This guy stinks. Face red, droopy eyes.
Come on, Texas Cat, lock in. Polakidis has already seen the floor already for the Mavericks.
I think he's like the Mavs all-time leader in rebounds per minute.
Who?
Polakidis.
That's right.
Because didn't he get like 5 boards in like 10 minutes or something?
I think it was
like just absolutely just ripping him down, man.
I didn't put him on the injury report because he's two-way guy for Toronto, but we won't get to see AJ Lawson.
No, we won't see Mavericks
Oh,
legend AJ
two-way deal?
Lawson.
He is.
Yeah.
He's with their.
How many years is he?
He's caught on with Toronto.
Can't you not? Isn't there like a time limit on those?
I don't think so.
He's testing the limit clearly.
There has to be a time limit.
I thought he's
On
been in the league like
two-ways?
5 years or something. I thought it was. I thought.
Oh,
you
so
had
like
to
if
be
you're like
in
a
your first like 3 or 4
Oh,
years.
you're
I
right.
thought so.
That's a thing.
Oh,
Maybe
well.
it's with one team or something.
Because you can't be like a 10-year
good for him.
event.
Good for
That's
get
a
that
two-way.
cash though. Get that cash. Get
Yeah,
that
respect.
cash.
I wonder how much they get paid for the two. I actually don't know the answer to that.
Shout out to Ms. Pomelo, who says, speaking of International Women's Day, Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion are both very present in my life due to my NBA affiliations. Hashtag blessed.
Glorilla, obviously, Megan, we know
blessed
how.
is hilarious.
How Glorilla.
Who's the
That's
first person?
Brandon Ingram's girl.
Yeah, Brandon. She's a rapper like Megan Thee Stallion. Same deal.
Oh, you never heard of Glorilla? Nope. Yeah.
Do you want to recite like any of?
Not appropriate for this.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah,
Not
probably
even
not.
on International Women's Day.
Neither of those artists.
By the way, if
you would like to look up a few of Glorilla's lyrics,
if
you
I
are
can,
more than
if I
welcome.
can inject a little bit of other sports into here, International Women's Day. I actually learned this today from an IG reel, so it's probably true. I have no idea. I don't know. I just saw it on the internet. I'm gonna believe it. It was actually rooted in. It began as like an International Working Women's Day, as sort of like this. A day fueled by the labor movement to honor the women's labor movement, especially at the turn of the 20th century. So with that in mind, shout out to all of the working women out there who are standing up for their right to work, including WNBA athletes. Get them paid, Kathy
Get them
Engelbert.
paid.
Get them paid.
Kathy,
I want
we're
to watch
watching
Paige
you.
Beckers. I want to watch Paige
Are
Beckers
we anywhere
play basketball.
close? Like, is it anywhere
They
close?
sent something today.
Well,
I
they
read.
did put
Getting
preseason
closer?
tickets on sale recently.
All right.
Okay.
Just
And there was a report today
Okay,
that
WNBA. Let's get nasty with
the
it.
WNBA and the WNBA PA aren't necessarily like updating when like they're sending proposals to one another. So it sounds like there's actual like movement in the right direction.
March Madness begins in March, which is today.
Right. Which
So,
is,
like, I want to scout prospects. I want to think about the draft. I want to enjoy the summer.
oh, by the way, since we're on it, did you realize? Did you see who was at the UConn game today?
AZ Fudd.
Well, yes, she's there playing.
Oh,
is Paige
Gino
there?
Auriemma.
He's always there.
Oh, it's the Wings president.
Wings GM
Kurt Miller.
That's
wow.
right.
What the heck is this
That's
guy's
right.
name?
Sitting
Oh,
on the front row.
I cannot
wow.
say what this
No
guy's
front
name was
row.
for the life of me.
Watching
wow.
AZ Foot. What you shaking your head for? You don't want AZ Foot on the team? Oh, you got thoughts, son. Ryan
He's
got
quiet.
thoughts.
He's quiet.
Okay.
He said
Oh,
okay.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Ryan is all aboard the Awa fam train. Responsible,
Oh, he is? Okay.
responsible sports opinion.
Oh, okay.
Responsible.
What's wrong with taking AZ Foot at number one?
I don't think anything is wrong with it. I
I did look up some WNBA numbers the other day. I saw AZ Foot was 45 from 3 and 95
Yeah, you don't want the best
from
shooter
line.
in America on this team.
95%
Yeah,
from
and
the
she
line.
takes like 9 threes a game. Or
Yes.
something. Like she just
Like,
lets
what?
them.
She's shooting
It's
from
like,
three on volume.
Max Christie, I want you to watch this.
I know.
tape, all right? I want you to watch this.
And guess who she's gonna be catching passes from? She's gonna be catching passes from Paige Beckers. Like, you imagine a backcourt of Paige Beckers and AZ Flood? Like, come on, man.
Dope.
Like, what are we doing? Sign me up. Sign me up. Be highly entertaining.
I love the interaction in the comments as well.
At this point in the,
The arm
season,
emoji.
Your dad is in here cutting up. Cutting up. Pops in the building. Shout out to Ron Sr. Pops in the building. Oh, he's cheering for his Mystics. I don't know what's going on with the Mystics.
Yeah.
There you go. By the way, our shout out to our player spotlight today. It focuses on Klay Thompson.
It's a Mavs show. I forgot.
It is the Mavs show.
Yes.
We are a Wings Pro show as well, though.
Indeed.
Klay Thompson's been hot from three the last couple games. In fact, 12
Yes.
for 23 from downtown in his last two games, averaging over 21 points per game in his last two. So Klay, I mean, it's past the deadline, but he's playing well. I'm still somewhat surprised, maybe not too surprised because of the contract number, but I am a little surprised that Klay was not picked up by someone didn't make a move to come.
Yeah.
and get
I think
Klay.
it like has to just be the number.
It has to be the number.
Because he probably makes like 10 mil. Then it's probably like a whole different conversation. But he makes $7 million more than that. So
Oh yeah, if he was like making 10 to 12 million, someone would have came. I think someone would have came and got him at the trade deadline. What do you think?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I think he'll be a very, very, very hot name on the trade market this summer.
He's gonna be on an expiring deal going into next year, so
I would love the Mavs to keep him around. I mean,
yeah, I mean, at this point, I just
would
wouldn't.
love him
At
to
this
stick around
point,
here.
you might as well. I mean, unless it's like, you know, you get like a young asset or something of that nature, or like he helps you move up in the draft or something of that nature. I just keep you shooting at that point.
I mean, if you're paying Max though, you gonna have money come. You got to pay Max. You got to pay Najee this summer, most likely.
that's why it's going to be Klay, Daniel Gafford, sign and trade for Austin Reeves. How about that? How about that?
Mavs fans rejoice.
In your dreams. In your dreams.
And well, okay, Mavs will throw in a second rounder.
wow,
to kind of even it out. A little bit.
Okay.
Well, if they ask for that late first,
Let's
no.
go, Brian.
Okay, Brian. For those of you on the fence, I became a diehard recently and am not regretting it. Shout out to you, Brian.
Heck yeah, dude.
Let's go.
Heck yeah, dude.
Let's
Make
go.
sure
We're
you're
gonna
in
have
the
a lot of
Discord.
draft coverage, sir, in the month of March.
Yeah, make sure you're in the Discord. Make sure you're reading the site. Get your free clothes, man. Let's go.
Yeah, get them.
Let's
Get everything.
go.
Get everything. By the way, apparently the chat is letting us know, speaking of Lakers, apparently they're destroying Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks today in Los Angeles. So sounds like the Lakers on our way to a win over the Knicks. It's just about game time as the Mavericks will take on the Toronto Raptors. Again, tip-off will be at 5 p.m. We will have our national NBA insider, Mark Stein, live in studio with us. Stein back from his West Coast trip. He will be here in studio with us during our post-game show, so look forward to seeing what he's got for his Sunday news and notes. It is Sunday, which means we should get some news and notes potentially from
Save him for the show, Stein.
Yeah, save him for the show because based on the way things have been happening for the Mavericks, we might not have much to talk about after this afternoon's game. But we will see those. Cooper Flagg is again in the lineup and starting. He'll play 20 to 25 minutes today as the Mavericks take on the Toronto Raptors. Appreciate it, guy. Tanner made us look good and sound good as always. Thank you, sir. That's our DLLS Mavs analyst, Bobby Curl. That is our DLLS Mavs beat writer, Ron Harrod Jr. My name is Kevin Gray. We are DLLS Mavs. We'll talk to you post-game right here on DLLS Sports. Y'all be good. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.